Marco Teutscher, lovely to have you on the program.
Same here, it's nice. Yeah.
You're one of the best cueists in the world, current world ranking of 23. How did you find yourself living here in New Zealand?
I mean, I think I live my best life right now. I love New Zealand, and it's good. It's been a good couple of years for me. So yeah.
What brought you here?
I moved here for a woman, and then split it up a couple of years later. And yeah, now just still staying here and love the lifestyle, and yeah.
How did you fall in love with cue sports?
I think from when I was real young, I always have like something with three sports. It's like pool, golf, and bowling, 10-pin bowling. I played a bit of 10-pin bowling when I was younger with my grandparents. My brother and my dad used to play pool. We had a pool table at home, a little one. And yeah, that's always stayed with me, like pool, and I just go to the pool when I was 11 years old or something. And yeah, there was the pool room owner, he offered me some free coaching, so that's where it all started.
Yeah. All parents want their kids to go on and do university degrees and sort of get professional jobs.
Yeah.
How was that conversation with your mum and dad when you said, you know what, I don't want to be conventional, I want to chase the dream, I want to become one of the best in the world in pool and cue sports?
I think I think I'm really lucky with my mum because I grew up with my mum, and mum was quite flexible, especially when I talk about like when I just want to play pool. It was not easy, of course, but she like the good thing what she mentioned is like when I decide to just go full for pool time, play pool full time, that I had to practice like 40 hours a week like a normal person. And yeah, that's actually pretty much what I did. I decided to just focus on pool, and you know, this is what I want, and yeah, that's how it started. How
long did it take you before you started to realise or believe or be recognised as being world class?
I would say that only the last couple of years, I would say. Yeah, it takes a long time before, because I had a lot of good results, like here and there, some good tournaments, but be able to just not caring about like playing the good players and just be able to feel comfortable when you play the top players, that's a different thing. So I think, yeah, I would say the last maybe like 4 years, 3-4 years, felt like that.
Have you made a living?
Yeah, I did. I played like a couple of years. I would say like 4 or 5 years. I've been only relying on pool.
And when you look back on your career, what's been the standout moment for you? What's been the highlight?
Yeah, definitely the US Open that I won in the States 2019.
Yeah, how big is that in America?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest events, but yeah, I mean, it's more like, for me personal, it was more like beating the top players. And I think that was like one of the tournaments that I won like 5-6 matches in a row against like the top of the top players. So you know, I mean, yeah, going to like deep in a world event is different when you're actually winning like an event and beating all the good players. So it was, yeah. So I wouldn't say it was the biggest event, but it's definitely one of the big ones.
Who are the big players in the world?
I mean, right now there are a couple of young ones, but I would say like still in America it's like Shane van Boening, Dennis Okolio. You have a couple of Asian players, they're really good. I mean, yeah, it's rotating. There's not one person that just dominates for like a couple of years. So, but yeah, the couple of those players were playing in the tournament, and I beat them in that tournament as well. And I never won like something big, so yeah, that's definitely the highlight.
We've seen the global explosion of darts.
Yeah.
Snooker's always had a global point of view. Plans are in place now to take the game of 9-ball and follow in the footsteps of darts.
Yeah.
You're clearly aware of that. Is that now the focus?
Yeah. I think what especially Matchroom is taking over pool.
Eddie Hernan.
Yeah, and I think what I do for pool right now, that's what pool needs. I mean, they're just taking it to the whole next level. More events, bigger prize money. Yeah, they put it on television, stuff like that. So that's what pool needs. And I think that's, you know, with a company like Matchroom, I think that we'll be able to get the sport bigger.
Are there different styles of pool player? I mean, like in table tennis, you can have attacking players and defensive players.
Yep.
Is that the same in sports?
Yeah, I would say there's like I would say definitely the younger generation. They're quite attacking. They don't play as much defensive play. Of course, you have players that like to defend more and don't take any risk. But yeah, especially the younger ones, there's no fear. They just go for everything, and so there's a little bit of a difference. But yeah, I don't know what the best thing is to do. But
how would you describe your style?
I wouldn't say I'm really attacking. I would be more defensive, I would say. And I think it's also because I made a living for a while, and you just try to not play the risky shots here and there. And I don't know. I think it's been changed right now in the last couple of years because I don't rely on the money for pool.
So you can take a few more risks now.
Yeah. And it makes playing pool better for me. So
you've talked about the highs, 2019 winning the US Open, but I'd imagine throughout your career you've had some lows. Tell us about those and where the head was at and how you dealt with that.
I mean, I played the Euro Tour. That's the tour in Europe for like, I would say 6-7 years straight. There's like 5-6 tours every year around Europe, and I mean that was quite difficult because when the prize money is not really good. It's like we talk about like maybe like around 8,000 New Zealand dollar for first prize. So when you're not winning, you don't making much. So I had a couple of times I was really struggling financially, just to keep playing, and always managed to make a living on it or to survive.
But it's not a bad thing, is it? Adversity?
No, I think that changed me as a player. That made me like realize how deep you have to go to. That's why it's just a different feeling to be relying on money, and it's real stressful. But it definitely helped me in my career right now.
When you step up to the table in different environments, do you sometimes get a sense really early on in a match that it's your day, or that perhaps you just don't quite have that feel for whatever reason?
Yeah, I think because I've been playing for that long, I feel like it's not about like that feeling anymore. Like because I think when I was younger, I'd like sometimes I felt it. I'm like in stroke. I'm like in the zone. And I think right now, because I've been playing so much and I play so many like good matches as well, we're close to perfect matches. I don't think it's like, I expect a lot from myself as well. So if I miss like one ball in a match, then it doesn't make me feel like I've been playing really good. It's just
What do you make of the standard and depth of player here in New Zealand?
Oh yeah, like I mean, especially Sullivan. I would say like he's definitely like the hardest working player. He's been putting a lot of time in. He get the support from home. I would say there's a lot of players that they improve in the last couple of years. But yeah, it's different. It's different when you make a living from pool, or when you just have a full-time job on the side. So.
Can you see yourself in the future at any point representing New Zealand versus the Netherlands?
That's a good question.
49% New Zealand, 51% Dutch?
I would love to present New Zealand. I love New Zealand. I mean, just because I didn't have my citizenship yet. But the country is like, it suits my lifestyle. I love Massey. I don't see myself moving back ever.
Talking about balance, you now sort of work for Massey, which gives you the time to train, but there's also a job that goes with that. Having a job, has that made you a better player? Just having that balance?
Yeah, because I think that's the goal when I actually decided to move to New Zealand. That means like I wouldn't be playing international as much anymore. So that's when I made the decision, and I've been thinking about it real clearly, what I wanted with my life, and that was like one of the main goals for me, just to have like at least like a part-time job or like a stable income, because I didn't want to rely on the pool money anymore. And that's what happened with the US Open, because I don't rely on the tournament money, and that gives me the freedom and the mind that I need to play my game.
Difficult 2 years with COVID, but you're back on the international circuit and going to travel a lot more.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, I'm just excited to play, so that's a good thing, you know. I mean, when you're playing a lot of events, like events after events after events, it's get quite normal. You get used to it, you get used to the hotels, used to travel. Right now I'm a bit more excited, and that motivates me as well, and it helps me a lot to play good pool as well. So yeah.
Watching you play, you make it look easy, but it hasn't been easy, has it?
No.
You've got to work incredibly hard to get to the level you've got at.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, especially in New Zealand, they have no idea the path that I took to be able to play like how I do right now. I mean, I've been playing for 19 years, and I would say at least seven or eight of them, they've been really tough, like real tough, and you know. Yeah, the money in pool hasn't been good, so if you're playing so many events and you rely on the pool money, it's real difficult. So
it's all about passion, and then the money is money is a means about keeping skill.
Yeah, I think I never played pool for money. Money is like, because I didn't have a job, so I need to make money, but I never played pool for the money, and it's still the reason right now. I just play because this is what I love, and it's like the passion that I have and my obsession about pool. That's what keeps me going.